Welcome to the Octagon. I'm in the Octagon. Well, don't get me wrong, I'm not in the UFC. This is not mixed martial arts. But this is the Octagon. It's the real Octagon. This is downtown Dunedin. So Dunedin is about 4 hours drive south of where I live. And the imagery that I'm showing you right now is the beautiful architecture that is the Octagon. This is a city in New Zealand that has not been plagued by a bunch of earthquakes. Oh, and every time I come down here, it's just like, oh, this is what my city used to be like. It's so beautiful down here. Anyway, today the topic is haters, people who are criticizing you, and the fact that you shouldn't always ignore them. Sometimes it's good to listen to them. Hear me out. No skating, no skateboards. I grew up in a time where political correctness was not a thing. As my father would put it, the pre-bubble wrap days. I come from what I call the old school. And in the old school, we called a spade a spade. If something is wrong, or if I'm going to make a judgment on something, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Doesn't mean I'm going to be mean or be an asshole about it, but I'm going to do it. What I would say to you is, don't listen only to your yes men. When you're making an online video, you can potentially get into a situation where you're going to be criticized, and you're also going to get into a situation where you are going to receive a lot of positive feedback from people, and the positive feedback is fine, but sometimes there's too damn much of it. If you're only listening to people telling you what you're doing right, then you're not fixing what you're doing wrong, or you're not improving on what you're doing wrong. This is something that Tai Chi has taught me. I've done Tai Chi for 7 years, and there is value in being criticized and accepting criticism. So it could be criticism about anything. Could be your editing, could be your personality, your music, your titles, your storytelling, your marketing, anything. So none of us are perfect, and we're all putting out YouTube videos and VidMe videos and online videos, and mainly they're going out there just like this video with a fairly minimal amount of production going into them, because we just don't have time. Nobody's got the time. That's just the way things are. We don't have unlimited time. Now, it's easy to develop a thick skin and to say that haters gonna hate and all haters are wrong and don't listen to the haters. And that's fine. I mean, especially if people are doing stuff like calling you names or being abusive or, you know, bullying you or something like that, sure, don't listen to them. But if somebody is giving you criticism on your product, but they're being respectful about it, you should listen to what they say. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying change what you're doing, because after all, you got to follow the numbers as well. If 20 people are saying do one thing, but one person is saying no, do something different, could be that that one person is wrong and that you should not change what you're doing. On the other hand, it could be that that one person has a unique perspective or some additional insight that's potentially going to help you, or is good advice that the other 20 people don't know, that they don't realize. And I don't mind saying that, to be perfectly honest, I'm not saying I don't appreciate the support that you guys give me when you do leave comments and stuff, but when people leave only supportive comments, when they're only telling me what I'm doing right, it's not really helping me. You know, it's not actually helping me to improve. It's basically sending me the message that my video it's just okay, it's just passable. But on the other hand, if you criticize what I choose to do, by pointing out some of the flaws and preferably making it constructive criticism, you know, saying what I could do better or what I could do differently. That's quite helpful. That is being able to take criticism, and I think that's quite important. The short message is that being criticized is not necessarily a bad thing. You know, there's a difference between being criticized and being bullied. Not everyone that says something that's, you know, something else, not everybody that disagrees with you is a troll. They're not all jerks. Some people just have a different perspective. Your viewers are kind of like market research. They're able to give you feedback that you wouldn't necessarily get anywhere else. And you're not necessarily going to like all of your feedback. I mean, if I was to ask for feedback on this video, some of the criticisms might be that it's too noisy here, I've chosen a noisy location, that I'm going on and on and on, I haven't really thought out what I'm saying that much. But this video is really about the broader message. And the broader message is, criticize me. Not as a person, but criticize my videos. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, what I could do better. I promise I won't hate you for it. Anyway, that's enough. I'm done talking. It's your turn.